moving as the President leads in his vision of attaining an upper middle income society by 2030. So, on the other hand, the International Public Sector Accounting Standards, IPSAS, they also require that the seat of Harare in any other entity, you should undertake valuation of all our assets. To this end, the Ministry of Finance, Economic Development and Investment Promotion, through the Office of the Accountant General, has unveiled the National Valuation Guidelines to guide the valuation exercise for our assets. So for the next 2 months, we'll be involved in this important milestone, which was last carried out in 2009, which is almost 15 years ago. So ladies and gentlemen, this exercise is important for the following reasons. First one, we want to ensure financial accountability. You know, assets valuation provides a clear understanding of the value of assets that are owned by any entity, and this will aid in supporting financial reporting and accountability. The FD was saying we're getting qualified accounts because of my assets. We would not show our assets the value or where they are. So we need to move into that position where we know our assets, where we know where they are and how we are using them. We also need to know those assets so that we can leverage on any investments that we may want to have. We need an asset base that is known and that is clear. It also helps us in strategic decision making. We want to be able to make proper decisions, knowing what we have in terms of our assets, how we allocate our resources, and how we also invest in new assets. As an entity, we need long-term sustainability. So asset valuation, it contributes to strategic planning and risk management for our asset management and upgrading, so that we have sustainable service delivery. And lastly, we need to comply with legislation. It's important that we have our assets is part of compliance, and the government is saying we need to comply with all the laws that were given, because we're a creature of statute ourselves. So we need to be with the law. So in summary, I would say that by conducting regular asset valuation, we can effectively manage our assets, we can optimize service delivery, we can ensure financial transparency, and make strategic decisions to ensure long-term sustainability of the infrastructure and the service deliverables that we're supposed to give to our residents. You also know that assets also include human capital assets. We have done a job evaluation, which is now being implemented. We'll also be doing a skills audit so that we know what we have in terms of human capital. It's also asset valuation, because what we need to know is the capacity of this city to deliver the services that we're supposed to deliver. So there will be, it's coming. We want to know, we know we've got a lot of certificates amongst us, but we also need to look at the competencies. Maybe Mr. Chingame, we may need to even get a psychologist, so that we also look at the attitudes of people towards the work that they must do. I think it's part of the valuation, so that we know we've got an organization that can deliver. So ladies and gentlemen, the Minister of Local Government, the current minister, Engineer Garwe, when he took office, he made a statement that I heard. He said we don't have an appetite to change deadlines. So when we say we're going to be doing this in 2 months, let's do it in 2 months. If we say we're going to do it in 3 months, let's do it in 3 months. So I think we will hear the timelines that we have to follow and to adhere to. I think for you today, I would say thank you for getting here on time. It's important that we always get to work on